All right, what's good, YouTube? I appreciate everybody for coming in, clicking on the video and everything like that. I just want to give a shout out to Nick, my boy Keegan. We're gonna definitely get this podcast going. This is the first episode of Inside the Chat. All right. When it comes to Inside the Chat, we talk about a various amount of things, whether that's sports, music, anything that happens in a group chat environment also. But today's episode, we basically gonna touch on a couple topics such as the playoffs, how that went, obviously the finals, with it being game 3 tomorrow, Sunday. And then we're gonna get right into the Olympics, men's, women's team, kind of talk about that, talk about obviously a little bit of drug situation. And then we're gonna definitely get into actually our third and final topics, which is normally getting into a group chat environment. Like we're gonna ask some questions that will go down in the group chat. So enjoy yourself and let's get this thing going. All right. So first thing, obviously, like we're gonna talk about is the playoffs. All right. So overall, if I had to give my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of the most exciting playoffs I had to look for.
Yeah, I liked it that it's not the superstar teams that's in it every year. The LeBron, the Steph. And we know Brooklyn made it, but they got knocked out quick. Even like, I'm a Knicks fan. Everybody know that we made the playoffs for the first time. We see stars coming out, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Book in the finals, and it's all their first appearances. It's crazy. Yeah, I think we're really seeing the torch being passed now.
For sure. So,
which is sad. Makes us feel old.
It's like a good bad feeling because obviously, like LeBron is finally starting to downgrade a little bit. Like finally,
yeah.
Like, but my thing is, what is 2K gonna do about it? They're gonna still make him a 97 next year? Oh,
you already know what it is, bro. I need him to be a 99 off bat.
But he not hitting like that no more. You know what I mean? Like
AD was supposed to take over, but he just injuries be killing. Injuries killed the playoffs, but it's still fun to watch.
Yeah. So
injuries are part of the game.
Definitely a part of the game. I think like overall, but this year, like injuries, I think hit a lot more. Like what would Boston would have done if Jaylen Brown was playing? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Do they beat Brooklyn? Probably not still, but is it a better competition when it comes down to it? Because Jason Tatum was basically out there by himself.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, I mean, all the injuries are basically series specific. Like what would happen if Kawhi was playing with the Phoenix Suns?
Exactly.
The Phoenix Suns being a 4-2. What happens with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Nets with Kyrie? Does Kyrie go off in one of the games? Maybe get a 36 ball with 12 and 15 assists, something like that.
Exactly.
I don't know. So I mean, it sucks to see, but I mean, like y'all said, it is part of the game. So.
Yeah, even with like the Hawks, they didn't have any injuries until what injury Trae Young?
What Trae Young got with his ankle
in game 4. Like that happened in the worst possible time.
Exactly. So like
they could have easily made it, especially with Giannis going down.
With these injuries, like, do you think it has something to do with how the fast turnaround from the bubble?
Yeah, most definitely. I know LeBron tweeted it and said he knew this was going to happen. I think he reached on that a little bit, but we athletes, you got to give your body rest.
Exactly.
And the NBA is kind of selfish for pushing it so quick because it's all about money. We know that.
Exactly.
It's a business.
But at the same time, also they're trying to. It's all about money, yeah. But they're trying to making sure that they can bounce back and get back to normal because now once this is over, they'll be able to start around the time that they normally do start next year.
Yeah.
And so like it's kind of weird too because like LeBron's gonna actually get his first rest. Like. Yeah,
that's true.
Wow. So,
I know they were talking about doing like an in-season playoffs. How you feel about that?
See, I don't dislike that because I need anything and everything for my Bulls to get some type of victory in any way if they're not gonna make the play.
yeah.
Hey, but I'm saying like I do like that. I think it adds another like little fire to the league. Whatever. I like how they at least tried the play-in games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the play-in games, but I don't think
they're not doing that next year though.
No, they're not doing next year, and I don't think players will take that serious unless there's money involved.
Let's see. You talking about the
tournament? The tournament.
Well,
they already don't take All-Star Weekend. They already don't even take All-Star Weekend serious.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be like incentives or something like that. Like with it, they got to think of something because think about how many people win Player of the Week. We don't even be knowing. They don't even post that. Only time I see Player of the Month, Player of the Week, I see that on 2K. I don't see they actually post that on the.
But then, like you can tie that in with like MVP. People always say like the MVP don't matter; it's a regular season award.
But see, I wish that they came up with that before the playoffs. Like, Bro, remember when Derrick Rose got the MVP trophy like game 1 of the playoffs or something like that? Like,
yeah,
that was different than how they doing it now. Like, we find out Joker MVP round 2, game 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and
what are we talking about?
They're not even doing like big ceremonies. Like, we don't see a KD speech anymore. Like, they just do it on TNT before the game.
Oh, so they didn't do who won it last year with Giannis? They didn't do that with Giannis, I thought.
Giannis got his in the bubble.
Oh, so it was different. That was
different.
Yeah. They might go back to that. They might go back to the overall, like, you the real MVP.
I need the MVP speeches to be like y'all said, because the Derrick Rose thing, again, it hit different when it was like end of the season MVP. Yeah. Instead of like, because like I think this year, well, y'all talking about Giannis in the bubble last year, but this year I'm pretty sure when Joker won it, he was out of the playoffs already. So I was like,
or he was pretty close. Yeah,
he was on his way to get the sweep out of there. I was sitting there like, this is your MVP right here, him.
That's when it goes back to everybody just says like, oh, it's a regular season award. It don't matter. Yeah. Like, I know with the coach of the year, like Monty Williams had a speech with DA, and people were like, that's why he should have won coach of the year over Thibodeau. But like,
don't nobody see what Thibodeau? Yeah, that's the thing.
We wouldn't say that if the Knicks were still winning and it was opposite.
Yeah, Thibodeau. But the thing with Thibodeau that a lot of people don't understand is that, trust me, me being a Bulls fan.
Yeah,
he plays players a lot of minutes.
Yeah, I know.
I think Julius and what's his face?
RJ
Barrett played
they were
number
like,
2 and 3.
They're not. Jewel was 1 and RJ might have been 3.
Like, that's kind of crazy. Like that always, like, same thing when Derrick Rose was hurt. It was Jimmy Butler playing all the minutes. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy. Like how, like, I don't know. I guess. But all right, overall to the finals now. Suns are up 2-0. Hey, but listen, the stat that I did see is that the Bucks are 5-6 on the road and 4-1 at home in the playoffs. So,
but you see, with the Clippers being down 0-2 and with the first 2 rounds, like being down 0-2 and going back home, you gotta take care of home court.
Yeah, I mean,
you're supposed to win those 2 games out.
Exactly, and that's what's expected. Like, you're supposed to win your games at home, and that's why you got home court advantage. Game 7 on your court. So it's like, but the way Chris Middleton and Bledsoe playing, I said not Bledsoe,
Drew
Holiday playing whatever.
Yeah.
And I know Drew Bledsoe mad too, because that boy, this is both the teams he used to be on.
Yeah, the Suns, yeah, but Chris Middleton played well his first game, but this last game was terrible, and he got to pick it up, especially being an all-star. He just got a max contract. Like, Giannis is out there with 1 leg, and he had 42.
Hey, and shooting threes.
Well, he had 1. I give him 1.
I count that as 2 in anybody book. Everybody can tell. If Giannis make a 3, the crowd gonna look at that as like he just hit 10 threes in a row. It's gonna be more like a Steph Curry like type 3 if he hits.
Yeah,
I think the key to Phoenix success, if they're gonna extend the lead to 3-0 on Sunday. Pretty sure that's the game, right? Sunday.
Yeah.
If they're gonna extend the lead to 3-0, Devin Booker needs to do better than shooting 12 for 25. Like, he needs to do a lot better than shooting. I mean, I get it, 25 shots a game, that's what you want, but I need at least 18 of them boys. 19.
I know he got to shoot better, but I don't think the Suns care if he shoots 30 or 35 shots.
I don't think they care at all.
They would rather have Book shoot than Crowder taking contested corner threes.
What I'm saying is, instead of like in the third quarter going to the fourth of 10-point differential, it could be a 20 or 18-point differential just off of the shots that he could make. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Oh yeah, completely.
So I don't know.
Like,
I like to see better shooting, but I don't know.
I feel like when it comes to the way Drew Holiday was attacking, I like it, but bro, once you miss a couple, like, it's like, bro, that can be a mid-range shot from Middleton that you pass it up now.
Yeah, but it's all coming down to, like, the starters are going to do what they do. Giannis is going to do his.
I do feel like the rest
these role players are showing out. Cameron Payne has had an amazing postseason. God, dude. He's been playing well since the bubble last year.
Bro, he looked like a starting point guard for a terrible team.
He's going to get paid this summer. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Cam Johnson.
It's either he's going to be a true backup for the rest of his career, or he finna end up getting, bro. Because I remember Cameron Payne used to be on the Bulls back in the day, bro.
He got drafted by the Bulls.
He was back, and I remember like how fast he was back then, but he had no like
But it's different from being in college and in the league.
It's his shot. That's the ugliest thing that I remember.
Yeah, he shoots sideways.
He might have the ugliest shot in the NBA, but he shoots better than a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
he reminds me of a John Lucas III. Remember that?
I know who you're talking about.
Or Nate Robinson for the Bulls.
But it comes down to being in a good situation. You have a lot of good players that are just in bad situations where they can't show out. They just let him go, and that's good for him. Come off the bench and just go.
And they let him go. And then he got Chris Paul as the mentor, like probably telling him, like, bro, when you in there, you got to change the tempo. You got to go faster. You got to do this. You got to do that. Like, feed these people. Like, it's okay for you to be flashy. Like, it's okay for you to make mistakes. But if you go in there dry, it ain't gonna cut it. Like, you got to be able to change the tempo. That's why, like, I think the last game when I was watching, like the second, anytime the Bucks score, he's asking for the ball to push it instantly every single time. He's pushing it up the court.
He's catching it, and in 1 or 2 dribbles, he's already past half court.
Exactly. Like, he's pushing it. So that's a positive. What do you think Giannis' mentality going to be this next game?
The same as last game. Attack the rim. And if he's making that 1 foot dirt step back,
he needs to make that his trade. He needs to do that.
But the Suns will let him shoot that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he needs to, like, that shot. No one's blocking that.
No, not at all.
Right, and then he keeps that knee up, so he keeps that extra separation. No one's blocking that. And then he got that post fade turnaround, whatever, towards the left block, whatever. Like, that was going in consistently too. Like, so if he can get that in his repertoire, so he ain't got to shoot threes. If he get in the post and do that every single time, he don't have to shoot threes. And then say he comes down the court and now he can do a pull-up three when knowing nobody guard. Like, I'm
gonna tell y'all this right now. And this go for Ben Simmons too, because they both dang near the same player.
Yeah.
If Ben Simmons and Giannis can get a little 18, you know what I'm saying, to 20-foot mid-range jumper, they be nasty. If they can get it consistently, it'll be crazy.
But speaking of Ben, I just don't see the fire in Ben. It just doesn't look like he just going like, oh, I got Joel. I can just throw it down to Joel and he can save the day. Like, you're the number 1 overall pick, dude. You got to play better than that.
I think the thing with Ben, bro, is I think he knows,
the light skin too much.
True, the light skin mentality, and you both can attest to that. Like, when you guys get in that mode, ain't no telling you.
Yeah. No, but he got to be more aggressive.
No.
What you mean by that?
You know what I mean?
What you mean by that?
What you mean?
I'm just saying, like, when y'all get in y'all mode, like, it's a little different than, the darkest person gets.
The Mamba mentality.
Like, we're not gonna do it.
But I'm saying, like, y'all like name a light skinned cat that really about that.
Matt Barnes.
You know what I'm saying? Who?
Matt Barnes.
That was quick. Hey, that was quick. Book not about to stop.
Book. Zach LaVine.
Okay. Hey, okay.
That's your guy.
Okay.
Do y'all think this, if Chris Paul wins this ring, do you think this makes him a top 5 point guard of all time? We know Magic, John Stockton. Does this make Chris Paul a top 5? But see,
the thing what you just said, a lot of people don't put John Stockton in a top 5. Which blows my mind. Which blows my mind, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because I know winning matters. Winning matters a lot, but he's all time in assists and steals.
By a mile.
It's not even close.
It's not even close. It doesn't even look realistic. Like, my player on 2K can't do it. Like type thing. Like, even if you simulate it, like he ain't getting it. Like,
and it's not like he never made the finals. Like, he went back to back, but he lost the mic.
Exactly. So it's like, I can't, like, and for him to be first, like, not only in something that involves flowing the offense, assist, but to also be on the defensive end and have number 1 is steals too. Everybody want to talk about the glove and talk about Kawhi and talk about all this like type things. Like, we talking about somebody who is the all-time leading.
Who was number
steals.
1 in steal
by a mile, like by a lot. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, that's like to me trying to say that he's not in the top 5 is trying to say literally like Clay or Steph is not in the top in shooting. To me, that's the way I look at, like, as a true point guard, your job is to move the offense, flow the offense.
That's what he did.
Whether that's scoring a little bit and passing. Like, what I give a true point guard, it's like Steve Nash. How, like, I just saw a stat from 2003 to 2013. The dude shot over 50%, over 40% from the 3-point line, and over 2% from the free
50, 40, 90.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But he did that for a 10-year span. and averaged over a double-double for that 10 years.
Yeah, and the thing with John Stockton is it's not like he wasn't like Karl Malone. He played with him his whole career. He's second all time in scoring.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that. Okay, so if we want to say it, like I definitely got to put Chris Paul in the top, because if you put him, say Chris Paul went and played with Kobe when that trade didn't happen, is he making it to more finals? He might have two now. You know, he might be going on his third. This might be his third with a different team. Now we're looking at it completely different. Is he top two? Okay, what about if Giannis loses this? What we doing with Giannis?
It doesn't matter. He's still so young.
And he is already a two-time MVP.
And defense. And like,
but my thing is,
this does way more for Chris Paul. This does way more for Chris Paul.
He did decide to stay, though. Like, remember, he decided to stay. So him staying.
Are we going to sit here and like act like losses in the finals just kill your legacy?
See, I would never say that, because
it's still hard to make it to the finals.
I mean, according to Skip Bayless, it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's a LeBron effect.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like, they hyping up Chris Paul. They put this thing put all these little things. His first time making it to the finals. Congratulations. Same thing with Carter making it to back-to-back. Like, bro, realize that LeBron did this for 10 years in a row, and then switched conferences and did it like right then. Like, bro, like, but when he does it, it's like watered down. It's the same thing as when Russell Westbrook gets a triple-double. It's watered down because we're so used to it. So you can't just keep making it to the finals. If you win it all, then it's different. You can't just keep making it. So I guess you can. If you do it so
people
much. People
nowadays always just want to hate. It's just so much hate.
It's a lot of hate.
We got to appreciate greatness, really.
Yeah. And that's
I am happy for Chris Paul, though. I am happy for Chris Paul for making
it. See, that's the thing. To me, I'm a little different. I want Giannis to win.
Yeah. But you got a different reason.
I don't know why. I have a different reason, because my overall reason why, I know, Key, listen. Overall reason, in my opinion, I know y'all might kill me for this.
Don't say it.
I'm going to say it.
Say it with your chest, too.
Also, I'm a Bulls fan. Look, hey, why are you sitting there?
Say it.
I feel that Devin Booker has always been a killer. He's always been a killer. But he has not gotten better, in my opinion. He's always been this lethal of a shooter. He's always been dominating and scoring and doing what he's doing. Now that he's in a prime light, now it looks like, oh my God, he's playing better. To me, it's like, bro, he's still playing the same that say if I grew up in Phoenix, I've been watching this dude play since he got in the career. Like, he's been doing what he's doing that y'all see as, oh my God, is amazing. He's been doing that ever since he got in the league almost. Like, the dude's been averaging 27 for the last
winning helps. Winning helps. Show
exactly, but does that mean that he's playing better?
Yes.
How? If he's averaging the same numbers and points and percentages?
Well, you got to think about he's averaging the same points percentage
against higher competition.
Against higher competition, not only that, but he's doing it
true.
In the NBA Finals, where the pressure's on the most viewers.
So
most eyes on you. Like, you got to think about it, dog. Like, that's like saying if you went out and play linebacker for whoever, let's just say Miami Dolphins, something like that. It's a big game versus the Chiefs, and the Chiefs is hot because the Chiefs is hot. We all know what the Chiefs.
And we in the game.
And we in the game.
It's a close game. Okay.
And it's a close game. It's a playoff game. It's a playoff game to go to the Super Bowl. You are going to be playing a lot. Like, you're gonna be playing like nervous. Like, you're gonna be second guessing yourself a little bit.
So to be able to still perform like that versus a normal game. Okay, that's facts.
Look though, Gary. 30 points in the finals means a lot more than 30 points in losing or not even making the playoffs, because he didn't even make the playoffs.
That is true. I'm okay with giving him, because overall, I'm not that big of a D-Book fan. And that's just because I'm biased to the Bulls, and I feel like Zach LaVine is just as good. That's just my opinion, but I could be completely. Listen, it's just my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's true. Doesn't mean that it's valid in other worlds. It just means that it's valid in this podcast. So that's.
You telling me right now that Zach LaVine and Devin Booker is on the same level?
No, I'm not telling you that.
You just said that.
I'm saying that he's better.
Who is better?
Zach. He's saying Zach is better.
No. Hey, hold on. Hold that thought right quick. Since we on this topic, let's go with the topic that Gary wanted to talk about. Who you starting your franchise with and why? It's a great
between
segue.
those two.
It's a great segue. Between anybody. If you had anybody to choose from,
well, then
who you taking? Okay, fine. Then them two, just them two alone.
If we talking them two,
off their body of work currently, who you going with to start your franchise off?
Zach LaVine.
You gotta remember, Zach got a little age to him too. He a little older than Book. Older than Book.
Hey, Zach LaVine.
Okay.
I'm taking Book. You want to know why I'm taking Book? I want you to answer this question for me, Gary. In the podcast, you can chime into the comment section. But
has Zach LaVine had a 70-point game?
Oh my goodness.
No, Zach LaVine made the playoffs?
That's in the regular season.
Has Zach LaVine made the playoffs?
All the all-time leading scorers have been in the regular season.
If Chris Paul never joined, are they in the playoffs?
Yes. They would have been in the play-in. They would be in the play-in. They'd have been
in the play-in, but they not beating the Lakers without him. They not beating the Warriors without him.
A hurt Lakers team. You don't think they could have got past a hurt Lakers team
without Chris Paul?
A hurt Lakers team, not healthy, hurt
without Chris Paul.
DeAndre.
But realize you saying DeAndre Ayton, like
he was killing.
But you gotta realize he's that good right now because of Chris Paul.
Wait, hold on. Who were like? Okay, so if we're talking about that, then who are you replacing Chris Paul with? Just a random role player or somebody?
Cameron Payne.
Oh man, they'll make the play-in. They'll make the play-in. The bottom of the West isn't. You got the Kings. You got the Timberwolves. Like they're not competing.
Exactly.
Which they should. The Timberwolves should most definitely compete with Anthony Edwards, Cat, and D'Angelo Russell.
I'm still taking D-Book in this franchise scenario.
That's a debate for everybody in the comment section. I'm pretty sure. I mean, because Book is hot right now. Everybody gonna pick.
No, you got to think about it, bro. His bag is crazier too. Like his bag is crazy. Like Zach LaVine, I mean, he got dribbles and stuff and get his open shot, yeah. But D-Book kind of him and Jason Tatum got that one little step to the side.
Have you watched the Bulls game? Have you watched the Bulls?
Nobody watches Bull games.
That's the problem with you rookies. All right.
Hey man.
Anyway, look. This is what we're gonna do. Look, because now we got to segue into the next thing. Now we got to talk about the Olympics and the men's and females team, and then obviously get more into the track.
Let's talk about the women's team first. I feel like the women's team is the most dominant team every Olympics, and they don't get talked about
because they're so dominant. They supposed to, and now
it's because they're so dominant and people don't respect the women's game, which I don't understand. I like watching good basketball. So if it's a high school game, that's a good game, I'll watch it. If it's a good college game, if it's Duke, North Carolina, I'm gonna watch it. So if it's a good women's game, I'm gonna tune in. I'm a fan of the sport, so why would I not watch it?
True.
And it needs more respect too. And they need to get paid way more. They're professional athletes.
But see, the biggest thing with the paid thing is that it's about the views.
Yeah, but they should have more endorsements because there's so many endorsements that women can do that men can't do.
But realize that when you do endorse somebody, it's because you're expecting people to see them.
But if you're doing hair endorsements or nails or tampons or something like that,
for females, okay, that's different. That's different. That's a little. I'm thinking of kind of bigger, like Gatorade or like Gatorade does sponsor females.
Yeah, I'm going to say even though Nike still has a lot of women.
Yeah. So when it comes to
you see the girl for the team in New York, the Sabrina, she's doing the State Farm commercials with Chris Paul. I want to see more of that.
I do. Now I think that's a good segue into hopefully Chris Paul passing that over because I'm tired of seeing Cliff and Chris, whatever the difference is.
I'm tired of seeing that light skin cat too, whoever that dude is.
Yeah, like
get somebody else. Get a new Jake in there. Get a new Jake in there. Like, come on.
It needs to be another one. It's like you went from white to light skin. What we got next? Like
Jake with the khakis. Now we just got
a light skin cat. Just all right, but
I don't know about this. The men's team. Yeah, it's funny commercials, but the men's team. It's not like the team. It's not like the 2008 and the 2012 teams were just dominant. But I think it's changing now. All the best players aren't just playing. Back in the day, all the best players played. The Dream Team, Jordan, Mike, Bird, all of them played.
Yeah, because I'm looking right now.
2008, you got Kobe. Yeah, prime Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, LeBron,
Chris
Melo.
Bosh, Dwight, all them. Olympic Melo. Because the game's on right now, and they're losing to Nigeria. Like, I don't even know their name. Chill.
Yo, there's no way you just did that, B.
Hey, leave it in.
Leaving that one.
Niagara?
Sure.
Niagara?
It's Nigeria, fool.
Nigeria.
Man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I got some Nigerian heritage in me, man. Like,
But they're losing.
Out there and get
They're losing.
What's the score?
They're down 6 with a minute left.
It's the exhibition, though.
But Gary, like we talked about earlier, other countries are getting way better.
Other countries, I think, are getting better due to obviously you got. I mean,
the game is expanding.
What Luka Doncic is doing and showing that someone can come from where he's at in South
something like that. Yeah, but even
Sylvania,
pronounce it Sylvania or something like that.
Yeah.
And for them to make their first berth to the Olympics and stuff like that, like to do the exhibitions, like they've never even done it.
How you feel about his comments? He said winning a gold medal for his country would be more important than winning a championship with the Mavs. I don't have a problem.
I don't. Now think about this. If he was in the United States, you think it would have been the same thing? If he was from the United States.
But I don't know.
I think it's different because
you gotta think, bro. He's not from here, so
exactly. So he's what he's supposed
playing
to
for the little Dallas Mavs. Well, not little, but to him, it's just the little Mavs.
Exactly. Like
you're playing from where you're from.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if you ask somebody in NBA that's like from United States, if they would rather win a gold medal than an NBA championship, they might change that answer completely. Like I can't see them saying the same thing. Like,
well, because you gotta think about it, dog. Like, I mean, I really want to bring everything into it, but like, I mean, we have to at this point because we're talking about the USA and the Olympic basketball team. A lot of other countries don't have the problems that America has currently. You know what I mean? With the whole police brutality thing and the whole, systemic racism thing. Like, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But like, a lot of countries like don't really have that. They're just poor, but they still love all their extending. Whatever you are, whatever race you are, they love you as a people. You know what I mean? Ours is like the only one, not the only one, but that's really separated down the middle. Like you got sides.
But do you know? When you say that, I feel like because I don't know what's going on in other.
No, I don't. I personally, I don't know either.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I mean, I know there's always going to be like bombings and stuff over there, but when you get other countries protesting for what's going on here,
exactly,
that's a problem.
When it's crazy. So now that so what do y'all think about the racial comment? What's her name?
Rachel
Nichols.
Yeah. When what she said about
First of all, Rachel Nichols is a mid reporter. Like she doesn't do anything special. Like she has a little TV show, but she gets carried by T-Mac and
who she's with,
Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Hey, and for people who are not familiar on the YouTube side, Nick, you want to just go ahead and like elaborate on what she said, kind of.
Basically, she said Maria Taylor is only on there to have extra black people, but Maria Taylor.
That's basically what she said.
That's basically what she said.
Okay, so
and she came out with a little apology, and it didn't really do anything. But Maria Taylor does NBA. She does college football. She played the sport. I don't know even if Maria Taylor played. I mean, Rachel Nichols played.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're announcing, you should have knowledge or played back in the day. Yeah. It's like Skip Bayless.
It makes
Skip Bayless goes on TV and every day and talks about nothing, and he averaged 2 points in JV in high school. Is that the stat?
1.4.
1.4. And he has his own TV show. And Shannon Sharp, he played football, but all he talks about is the NBA.
But see, but he does. I mean, I think it's just because the NBA is right now. Like he does that. That's the thing that I think Shannon Sharp actually touched on too. He was saying like how everyone kind of gets on him saying that he never played basketball, but that doesn't mean he doesn't know sports mentality or how to deal with injuries and stuff like that. So he touched on that. But overall, I feel like, hey, we cannot lie when it comes to this racial thing. When it comes to jobs, I have seen, not gonna lie, I have seen people, my white coworkers or friends or whatever it is, not get a job and be told because they're not a minority. But
I see on social media people change on their resume like light skinned to white, and then they'll get the call back.
True.
You never seen that?
No, I've seen that with names.
I know personally.
I've seen that with names.
I know personally. My mom had me as listed as other.
Hold on. First of all, do they even put light skin on it like that? Because you
She-
definitely made it seem like it's
No,
like
listen. No,
check
because
mark.
she put other for us. She didn't put black or white. She put other.
What does other mean for you?
That's what my mom did too. My
Other.
other as well. Meaning
No
mixed
race.
race or no race, just other.
And that got me into preschool right away. I got a call back right away. It goes that deep.
I got you. All right, so what do we think about Sha'Carri, if I'm saying it right, Sha'Carri Richardson, with smoking dope?
I mean, I mean, the whole like smoking weed thing, I don't like. So it's legal in what I think 19 or 20 states of the 50, correct? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's
something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, if I'm wrong, fact check it. You can.
Where she tested positive, it's legal, and it's illegal there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't get like what's like. I mean, maybe she was doing it with a group of friends. Maybe they were.
Well, her mom passed. Her mom passed away.
Okay.
Her mom passed away, so that was her stress reliever.
Yeah. So like I mean. Okay, so like regardless of what it is, whether it's medical marijuana, whether it's drinking alcohol, not condoning that, or whether it's like video games, people have their own escape from something real that's going on in their life.
Yeah.
Like regardless of what it is, like they just have that escape, and for her to like be penalized and her not going to the Olympics for that escape is crazy to me.
But I'm always gonna be devil advocate when I feel like when it comes to
That's fine.
I'm gonna say the other side too. Like that's why she came out and said she knew that it wasn't. Yeah, she knew what she was doing, and for her to come out and say, I'm human. That's a very mature. I don't know who told her to say it. I don't know who told her to say it, but that's a very maturable thing to say, knowing how much she's been publicized everywhere.
But would you rather have your athletes taking medical marijuana or have them addicted to pain medicine or pain pills?
Or not only that, not only that, but like trying to slip in a PED, you know what I'm saying? A performance enhancing drug, whatever, if y'all don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I would rather my athlete test positive for THC than test positive for PEDs, in my opinion. That's clearly in my opinion. Because then you can ask them like, okay, why are you doing this? Why are you smoking weed? Oh, this is the reason why. Okay, cool. Then we can clear this up.
We can work on a solution. Yeah, we can work on a solution. Either talking to somebody, counseling, or something like that.
But like weed ain't never really did anything and killed nobody. PEDs and everything else, all the other stuff has killed people.
Now I'm gonna shout out to LaMelo with this. Like he said, if it ain't crack, let her run track.
Yeah,
that's a whole
with that for sure. He said, if it ain't crack, let her run track. I gotta get the track.
Well, but I know here's a link right here. Kurt Angle, when he was wrestling, he used to take 65 Vicodins a day.
There's a reason they call him
Now listen. The wrestling though, that's a whole different, bro. Them dudes to be able, like, you ever seen how much the Undertaker pays to get his body? Like he paid more than LeBron paid. To yearly on his body, over $2 million some dollars on his body.
You gotta think about that. Like most of them dudes are like.
They're going through tables and chairs and
not tables. They're not the smallest of dudes either. They're like 6'3" and above.
Some dudes
played in the league.
Dudes big. Like
most wrestlers are just like former college athletes.
Yeah, and they're getting thrown around and they're using their bodies as rag dolls. Like I would expect them to pay that much money on their body.
they doing 2-3 shows a week. It's not like you on SmackDown or Raw now. You on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. You got SummerSlam coming up.
You got major events. And look, they've been going longer than, I think The Simpsons got the most longing running, like nonstop type show, whatever. But SmackDown and Raw been going for a while. And they don't, with COVID happening, they still made it all digital and all that type of stuff. But anyways, back to what we was talking about when it comes to the
legalize it.
Like to me, I feel like when it comes to it, like obviously she knew what she was doing, but to me, how we've not came to a level in our society or in our nation in general to where we can prove everything else, whether it's enhancing or not. Like
I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
How can we not get, if you know how many people would be test dummies for this? like on purpose to get paid to smoke weed and actually doing performance enhancement stuff to see if it actually
do you know how many
helps
athletes have their hand in businesses with that?
Exactly. Or owners of the people that's like the people who made the decision.
That's
money's in their stocks.
That's a much deeper topic because you gotta think about it, bro. Like if like that, like weed has been a association for like negative things for the longest of time since like the 80s and 70s and shit like that. So like for them to like legalize it in sports, which is how I'm not trying to be racial, but how the white men make their money, because that's not really how they make their money. They're gonna want their hands dabbled in that somehow, some way, whether it's like, you know, taxing extra for it or just like, you know, like they're gonna want their hands in that somewhere. I just feel like that's like, you know what I mean?
Or even in
it's
like
a bigger thing than what we're looking at, you know what I mean?
Or even in like a stock. I have a stock in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like they make it seem like I guess, man. She knew what she was doing, but at the same time, it's like that we should be at the point of our like in our society or in our technology in general to where we can tell if it's performing enhancing. Because to me, I mean, I had people in high school to where it doesn't help them. It doesn't help them, but they did it right before a game.
It hinders you.
Yeah, they did it right before a game, and to me, it doesn't. I mean, you out there and you higher than a kite, and they putting the ball to you. You think that helps you if you high and they think about this? You high and they putting the ball to you, and you got people running down to you. You think that? What you just not gonna feel? You're not gonna feel nothing when you get when you get
hit up. Like you don't feel that.
Come on, like you go like. Come on, like people be killing me, making it seem like it's like it gives you superpowers or something like that. Like, come on now, like it ain't like steroids. It's not cocaine. It's not like what's that?
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't care what we talking about. Yeah. Lawrence Taylor off that booger sugar, that boy was unstoppable. You couldn't tell me that boy what he was over.
Even like when John Jones.
I mean, you can see what he was doing. I mean, bro, I look like we talked about with the wrestling thing. Like you got the people back in the day that used to have to do that to maintain their body structure. Look at John Cena now. Like he's still kind of like in shape, but his body looks completely different. Now that he's not actually wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person I can say that kept their whole body throughout their whole after they got done is The Rock.
The Rock. But he's staying in shape because he got to look good for movies and stuff.
And that dude He's
actually bigger. He's bigger now that he's not wrestling.
And he's a different breed of animal.
Human being.
Yeah. I said manimal.
Hey, he don't even act, bro. He just plays The Rock. Every movie
he plays The Rock. Like
Gary, you seen what is the new Fast and Furious movie? Have you seen it?
Have I seen
it? How you feel about it?
Listen, man.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm
not gonna lie to you, man. They need to stop at 10. Okay, like I haven't seen one since. You can't stop at 9. That just doesn't make sense. But 10 has to be the last one because it's getting to the point to where it's not even about racing anymore. Like,
I haven't seen one since Paul Walker passed away.
That's a fact.
And at least that had a little bit of like, at least that had a lot to do with cars and that thing. And he died from a car crash. Like it still has.
I seen the trailer. Hey, I seen a video of Vin Diesel like stomped on the ground and the whole ground like broke into pieces.
Hey, me and my homies were just talking about that. We was like, dog, is Vin Diesel like? Why is Vin Diesel?
Bro, Superman it was right that now? Scene, bro. He pulled some chains off the wall, bro. And these are chains that you can tell had been there for, bro. They was in an underground vault. Like those chains have probably been there for over 100 years, and they thick. And he got 18 people on his back, and he breaks it. I'm like, what are we saying? Like. And that's not the thing. Is like
not realistic.
Like you know when you watch movies,
it's all for family.
But the thing is, exactly. Like,
yeah.
The thing is, like when it comes to movies, like you know how y'all get in those situations where you're like, all right, that's not it. Like that's unrealistic, right? I had about 18 of those in the movie, and that movie
it kills
alone,
the vibe too.
Yeah,
it kills the vibe. You look at it
like, bro, ain't no way. Like it's that Duke Dennis, ain't no way, my boy.
That's how I feel about the John Wick movies. Like, bro.
See, but I
can't. No, that one's different.
That's different because
it's a story. Okay. No, I got it. It's a story behind it. Like they tell you he's a bad man pajama off the bat. They're like, yo, that's the dude you don't want to mess with. They called him Baba Yaga. He killed people with pencils. Number two, we used to write down notes with them, and he was killing people with them.
Listen, realize that it's a huge difference between Ludacris being a local mechanic than being an astronaut.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, why we in space?
Like,
family.
bro,
like, I don't, like,
listen.
What are you talking about, son?
Drive
There's an asteroid right there.
I just don't like
want to tell the movie, but like,
I just don't like movies where a dude will get shot at 65 times and he'll turn around and put two shots on somebody. Like, he missed all those shots and you just hit headshot, bam, bam.
I mean, it'd be like
and he does that the whole movie.
Okay, but that should tell you the type of training John Wick got.
He's in the
because the people he's going against are world class.
But not just John Wick. Like, you see movies like that, like James Bond too, though.
But see, the thing is that like I feel like with those movies in general, like it's more of a like
action.
We already know it's action, and we know what we're getting ourselves into. Like, we are told that these are lethal.
But if I go to
assassins.
a Fast and Furious movie, I want to see racing. I don't want to see.
I wonder if you know I'm in Tokyo. If you see me, come get like that, bro. Like
I want to see drifting. I
want to see drifting. I want to see a tailspin. I want to see an oil spin. I want to see an oil change.
What I don't want to see Dominic Toretto is being in an astronaut helmet. That's what I don't want.
I don't want to see no one in outer space. Like, I want to see.
We went from Need for Speed to this.
Bro, I'd rather watch Cars than watch what I watched.
Very underrated.
And you know that's unrealistic. That's very unrealistic. That's the definition of unrealistic.
That's the most. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're gonna get into our last topic, which is the group chat stuff. In this section, we basically go into our main topics when it comes to how we respond to stuff in group chat. Some of these questions are going to be controversial. Some of them are going to be touchy subjects and stuff like that. So I'm preparing you guys now for it, everyone that's watching. But at the end of the day, these are certain conversations that goes down in, group chats and stuff like that, or when you just hanging with your boys.
And just a disclaimer for everybody, we're not trying to trigger anybody. Females in the comment section, I know you guys, I don't know, I'm not going to be sexist, but some don't watch sports too much. If this is a part in the podcast where you think you can chime in and, give your opinion, this is great. And put it down in the comment section.
Yep. So, all right, we're going to start with, we're gonna do the question first.
The would you rathers?
Yeah, we do the would you rather. Yeah, we do the would you rather.
Yeah, let's do a little fun would you rathers.
Okay, let's go. Come on, I'm with it.
All right, first one, a little weird one. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Bro, what?
11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
I ain't gonna do the tallest
bro,
man
do
that
you
ever
know
lived
how
8 foot
tall?
tall. So
bro,
you gotta
do you know how tall 11 feet is?
That's taller than a hoop.
You literally a foot taller than a hoop.
Now, are you still athletic? Are you still like yourself?
No.
I mean, if you that big, you probably can barely move.
Bro, you gotta think about it.
I'm thinking.
The largest human being was 8 foot 3 or something like that. He was like he died early because his bones couldn't take it.
Yeah, he died early. But
let's make it hypothetical. Hold on, let's make it hypothetical to where you can actually
move around stuff.
You can move and be normal.
Okay, then 11 feet.
But see, because you're gonna be in the league.
No, not even. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about I'm just 11 foot. I'm 11 feet tall.
You know how
different you can't do nothing, bro.
When you drive, you low key got to take the front seat out and sit in the back.
No, that's a fact. You then gotta sit in the trunk.
You then can't drive.
You gotta sit in the trunk like these.
Bro, realize. Look, Shaq, right? He has to do that, and he has to has almost custom made car. Realize that you are 5 feet taller than Shaq. Realize that, bro. Like you're not in no car. You are in a tank that's customly made to fit you.
I would much rather be 11 feet because 9 inches tall. Somebody's gonna step on your plankton. Somebody's going to step on you.
See now the pros that I can look at when it comes to the overall 9 inches is.
Hey, yo, son.
I'm not gonna dive in that. But I'm saying you can be an undercover agent, and they can put you. You can go places.
You gonna be Ant-Man?
You're literally gonna be.
You can be Ant-Man.
You gonna be an Avenger?
But realize that you ain't got the special powers.
Okay, but being 9 inches tall, you got to worry about certain stuff that people don't got to worry about.
Are you gonna get stepped on?
Like if you see an ant, that's a predator. if you see a dog, that's a predator. If you see a rat, that's a predator.
That's tough.
Meanwhile, 11 feet tall. Nobody's a predator. You're the predator of all things.
That is, I mean, You the
apex predator. You were right there.
Hey, you the alpha right there. And you everything. You the whole food chain.
I'm being 11 feet tall.
Okay, I'll take 11 too. All right, what's the other?
All right. Would you rather have a cook or a maid?
Now, what we talking? Like
is this gourmet style?
Not Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, so it's not Gordon Ramsay. Okay.
But he ain't no bum.
He ain't no bum.
Cooking.
Okay.
He can throw down.
Okay.
He get
or she.
They giving you 2 solid meals a day.
Or
2 solid meals or a maid.
Your house is spotless.
What is it? So like she's cleaning the whole house.
The whole thing.
Everything, bathrooms and all?
Bathroom, everything. Hey, and she cleaning your shoes.
Are you gonna add that in there?
I'm gonna add that in there.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know. I think where I'm living at right now, I'm gonna take the meal. I'm gonna take the
I'm gonna take the meals regardless.
Where I'm living right now. But if I was
it's not hard to pick up after yourself.
But if I'm in a big if you in a big house or a decent sized thing and you got kids, definitely probably good to have a maid.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking a maid. No, I'm taking a maid.
You taking a maid right now?
Yeah, right now. You taking a maid right now?
Yeah. And the only reason why is I'd be lonely at night. You know what I mean? So,
oh my goodness, man. Listen,
so we're gonna have to add rules to choose.
I'm just saying, what you mean?
She gotta leave at 7:30 with you, bro.
7:30.
Okay, so 7:30. All right, I'm still.
And the only time she cleaning is when you on your game.
I'm still bro. You gotta think about it. You don't gotta do literally like nothing. Like I can go right now and go cook me 2 meals a day. That's easy. I can go have peanut butter jelly sandwich and some chicken at nighttime. That's easy. Or some cereal and some chicken at night. That's easy.
Some noodles.
Yeah.
Hey,
y'all, we all know that, you know what I'm saying? We're 3 black men. We all know that, you know what I'm saying? On Sundays, moms was blaring music, cleaning the whole house. We was dreading like, why we cleaning on Sunday? I'm trying to sleep in, man. I would rather have the maid clean up than me doing 2 meals a day. I can fix that myself.
Now look at this. Because realize we all got. We all ain't got. Because Nick, your mom is not African American, but in general,
chicken mom,
mine ain't
your mom. Oh, so your mom.
You're the only one.
You're the only one. Yeah.
So your mom was in there just throwing it down. Still.
Yes.
Oh well, good. Well, that's the thing. To me, like when it comes to it, sometimes it depends on if your mom can cook. But is you gonna be living with your mom your whole life?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like the maid comes in more clutch to me.
I think it depends on if your house is big or not. If I'm in this little situation, I don't need no maid. Like, first of all, I don't need it. I don't need no maid
either.
But I do need a chef because that way, we're like, these are 2 gourmet style meals a day. Like, and these if you're talking about healthy, do I gotta buy the food?
Yeah.
Of course you gotta buy the food.
So all they doing is cooking. That's tough.
That's all they doing is cooking. That's what I'm saying, dog. I'm thinking of maid every time.
That's tough. I didn't think about buying the food.
How would it be like I'm saying you wake up, right?
If you want some good stuff, you gotta pay money for it.
You wake up, you hop in the shower, you hop out the shower, and your bed already made. You go in the kitchen to fix up something to eat. The kitchen already spotless. You're like, oh, okay. That's tough. You go sit down on the couch. She vacuuming. Oh, this is lovely.
Hey, but what she vacuuming? You're not eating nothing. Ain't no crumbs on the floor.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's over with. Like And when a man like about here, hey, you want to take this? Put this in the sink right quick. She cleaning the dishes. You ain't got to clean the dishes no more. She cleaning them.
That's tough.
I got a dishwasher. Bro,
I'm picking the maid every time.
That's tough. That is tough, bro. I might be changing it now. I might be picking the maid. I'm not picking it for the little extra little reason like the Keegan trying to play.
All right, one more. Hey, would you rather give up your cell phone for a month or no shower for a month?
Cell phone.
So
I'm not going without showering for a month.
Oh, that's a long time.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After a day, I'll be like, oh yeah, hold on. Now I gotta go hit some water.
A month is a long time, bro.
That's 31 days straight.
For the sake of the argument, I'm not saying I do it, but you always wash up in the sink.
That's not the same thing, bro. It says wash, so that means you can't do that.
Taking a
you can't wash in the sink.
It's not the same.
You can't just put deodorant over skunk.
So nothing.
That's the point.
It's either no cell phone, like no Instagram, no texting, no nothing, or no water, no hitting, none of that.
And you're gonna see tweeted from the computer. That's exactly what you're gonna see.
That's what you're gonna see, bro.
That's exactly what you're gonna see.
MacBook.
Posted from MacBook, like
That's exactly
posted from Windows. Like,
all right, what's the last question?
I don't have one. Chief, come up with one.
What was the one that we said?
would you rather join?
No, the last question that we were saying that we were gonna do.
What do you consider cheating?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
this is the last one, guys. So this is, what do you consider as cheating? Like this is.
It's a topic for the ages, right?
It's definitely a topic for the ages because like
Look, basically, let me talk. Every relationship, when you first get into it, you have to talk to each other and figure out what is cheating.
And set boundaries. Yeah, you got to set them boundaries.
Because you could be in a relationship, they're like, oh, if you like a pic, that's cheating. But another girl or male might be like, and you can like all the pics all you want, because it don't matter. It's just a pic.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, or like when it comes to, you good?
I'm tripping. Oh, a pic? Wow.
Some people do be tripping over that. Like
people be tripping, or like why your Twitter likes, why all your Twitter looks like that.
To me, like, bro, I've had a person go through my Twitter likes.
Yeah, me too.
And like tell me like why am I liking? And bro, first of all, me being a college coach, like most of it is liking highlights. Like, so if I like something that's like, if it's a female make a good comment, or one of my bros make a good comment or a good tweet, I might like it. But if you see the same people, it's the same people. Like, so don't make it seem like I follow a whole bunch of people. Like,
hey, my likes are crazy. You see, booty pics all over there.
Yeah, you.
And that's
a
cheating.
Different breed. That's definitely cheating.
Okay.
Let's
get to it.
Is watching porn cheating? Garrett, is it?
What you asking?
Hey, it's a good question.
Because look, no, because me and you talked about that before.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, to me, it depends on, obviously, like you had that conversation with your girl, whatever. Like some females don't like that their man watches porn because it desensitizes them to the fact of like, you know, how excited they could be.
Hey, you would be surprised at how many girls actually watch porn more than guys.
Yeah. But like to me, I feel like it, like in a relationship, if you get to that moment to where you are, I feel like you should obviously watch it with your partner. One, sometimes
I would say share the link.
Yeah, but if you get to that point to where that's how you are like satisfying yourself, whatever, because you ain't getting it from other things.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's when it's like
there's a thin line between like watching it just to like for like, you know what I'm saying, to get it off.
Hey, look, I'm gonna try that move.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try that move. Let's try that. Like,
or being addicted and seriously, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're addicted and seriously is like, you know what I mean, doing that,
that's when
seek help.
Yeah,
seek help.
It's a problem for real.
So is like, you know how, okay, nowadays when it comes to like, if you respond to a DM, is that cheating?
It depends.
To me, I would never get mad if my girl was to respond and say, thank you. Just thank you.
No,
like,
okay.
To me, that doesn't bother me. It's what you say after that.
If
you respond after that.
If you swiping up on girls' stories with hard eyes, that's cheating.
To me,
yes.
to me, what I consider cheating is if you're in a relationship, obviously, anything that's entertaining somebody of the opposite sex, that's cheating to me. Entertaining, like if you're like if a girl swipe up on my stuff and be like, or like say we do we all work out, so we do like a gym post or something like that, and the girl swipe up, you looking good, or how many pounds you down or something like that, and you entertain her. Like you like.
Well, what if you just say thank you? I lost like 14.
Yeah. Like, that's not cheating to me because it's you're responding to her thing. But if she's asking you
past that,
if it goes anywhere past that,
that's what I'm saying.
Then I step in the line.
Hold on, you can have friends of the other sex though.
No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. Facts. You can definitely have friends of the other sex.
But like if it gets to that point to where like what you're saying, Keegan, like to where it's like I said, I don't care if my girl responds thank you. That's fine to me. It's when if he says something after that and you say something like the conversation continues. It should literally be like on the street. If a person says like, "Hey, you look good," like it's okay for you to say thank you and then keep it moving.
But you got to keep it pushing.
Like you don't have to stop and say I got a boyfriend and all this stuff. So just keep it pushing. Like it's okay. Like, you can say thank you because that's a nice thing to say. Tell somebody. Sometimes people need to hear that. Maybe I didn't say it because I was busy that day and I didn't get to say you look good, baby, or I love you. Type thing. Somebody else on the road just say you look good.
So Gary, you're the only one in a relationship right now. You wouldn't be mad if dude just telling wifey, like, hey, you look good today. Like, damn, you look good today.
Now where is that? Is this at work?
This she posted a pic on the Snap.
Yeah, there you go.
She posted a pic on the Snap.
Hey, look, after a workout, she posted a little, you know the pic they do.
Yeah.
Little thirst trap joint in the mirror.
Yeah.
The right leg behind the left leg, but you turn it to the left.
Yeah, exactly.
And somebody swiping up with the hard eyes and the drooling face. And she responded,
mad at that? Yeah, I'm okay.
How would you feel? You wouldn't feel some type of way?
I ain't sweating over that. Like, if she says thank you, I ain't sweating it. It's like after that. It's after that. If you say anything after it, because you already know a guy, like normally if you swipe up in that situation and they say thank you, you're gonna say no problem, sweetheart, or something like, or you're gonna or come up with something else. You're gonna try to say something else. Then if you respond after that, that's when it's the problem with me. Like, you accepting a compliment is not a bad thing to me.
No, not at all.
Like, I'd rather you accept the compliment.
That's polite. It's really just manners with that.
Yeah, I expect you to accept the compliment. It's when you respond after that, and then all of a sudden you're giggling, all of a sudden you sending smiley faces back. That's when I can look at that as cheating. Like, is keeping pictures of your ex in your phone cheating?
I don't. Okay, this is two ways. I could, like, yes and no for me, because if it's like you keep pictures of your ex and you just totally forgot they were there, because I've had that where I've had pictures of my ex on my phone and some new girl going through, like, who is this? Why you got this girl on my phone? Like, I totally forgot them was in there. My bad. Like, I'm sorry about that.
So it depends on how you respond.
No. I'm saying like if it's like that, or she's like looking at those reminiscent type ish.
Nah, because
with me doing that, then it's like, hey, yo, bro, what you doing? Like,
because with me, when I move on,
you want to be with homeboy?
You never know, I feel.
Hey Gary, when I move on, I'm mad. I'm taking my location off. I'm deleting all the pictures. I'm taking the playlist away. Everything got to go.
And see, that's the thing. Like, it's a little different with me.
I'm deleting your mom's number, all that.
Yeah, I never had a breakup to where it was like real bad. You know what I mean? Like, to where it's like cheating, or like to the point where it's like they.
I think it kind of depends how it ends, though.
Yeah, like all my relationships kind of ended.
Natural.
Yeah, natural, because it just wasn't vibing no more type thing, and we had a mutual agreement. So like, I felt like my old ex mom texted me for my birthday saying happy birthday. And I responded back, thanks, mom. Like, appreciate it. Like, having it, like type thing. Like, to me, like, for her to still, she always reaches out just to make sure I'm like checking in on me. Like, that has nothing to do with me and her. Like, at this time now, now it's just, I built a great relationship with her. If I built a great relationship with the parent, whatever, I can't just say, you know, F you, like, I don't really care about, you know, like I'm not talking to your mom either. Like, even though your mom's sweet, your mom, like, loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I, like, completely do that? Now, am I going around and going to visit your mom now that we broke up? No. But if your mom sends me a great text just saying, like, happy birthday, hope you have, you know, a good 24.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, something like that. I ain't sweating it. Or if it's their anniversary, or if it's their birthday, I'm saying happy birthday. Like, but now if I'm sending flowers, like,
I was gonna say,
cards, if I'm going, that's extra. That's extra.
If you going out, but if you going out and seeing them still,
yeah, I feel like that's extra. You know what I mean? So, like, and that's the thing. Like I don't have, like,
so nothing in person.
Yeah, nothing in person. Like, then I feel like that's when you're, like, not over it. You know what I mean? You're not over your ex if you do that.
Yeah.
When do you know that you're over your ex?
When do I know?
Yeah.
Really, when you delete all them pictures, because those memories hit.
I think it's when you delete the text thread. Because when you delete that, you're like, dang.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when I think it's I don't think it's a certain moment. I mean, it is a certain moment that happens where you actually realize it, but, like, I don't think it's. I don't think it's something.
You just don't care. You just don't care anymore.
I think it's like you're not realizing that you're
not being thirsty, looking at her tweets, or like you see her snap, and it's just like, oh,
or checking if she looked at your Snapchat,
your views,
stuff like that, your views and stuff like that.
To be honest with you, I'm not, and this is me, I'm not over ex until I see them with, like.
I thought you were talking about, like, right now. I was like,
well, like another. Nah, well, like another. If I see another person, like, on, like, Snapchat or something like that, just being all whatever, like, cut it up, I'm like, okay.
Now it's your time. Now, you know, now you're really on your boogie. Like, that's kind of tough, because it's like, what if the dude's a ham, or he wanted one of your.
That's what I'm saying, because, like, for me, it's like, hey, yo, if he's a ham, if he's a cornball, that lets me know everything, everything that what she's doing. I'm like, all right, so you just want a cornball right now. That's fine. Enjoy that, love. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a top.
Hey, dude just probably looking at you like that too, though. Like, man, she with that ham.
She was with that cornball sandwich.
And guess what? Anybody who's think I'm a cornball,
hey, cornball
sandwich. Cornball hands. What you mean?
Hey,
I'm talking about
cornball sandwich.
You can get these fresh Joey Daddies. Hey, these mugs work too. They work.
Oh man. All right. So I appreciate everybody who if you watched the whole video, I appreciate it. If not, if you kind of like scroll through a couple times or whatever, it was an important topic to you. I appreciate everybody for joining in. Please like and subscribe, follow us on all the social medias. All the social media is definitely just inside the chat. That'll be definitely in the video. So I appreciate everybody. Definitely want to give a shout out to my boy Nick and Kia for showing the love and support all the time. My boy Nick, definitely with the ones and twos.
Hey, Black women matter, man. Remember that. Never forget it.
They do. They're our queens.
But y'all have a good night. I appreciate it.
We gone.